9-8 Books presents Fingers Crossed, written and read by me, Miki Berenyi. Introduction. My father's favourite parenting anecdote, delivered with side-splitting guffaws, described him bundling the 2-year-old me out of my depth and tossing my thrashing body into the Mediterranean. The crash course swimming lesson was, however, scuppered by a group of muscle-bound sunbathers, alerted by the alarmed screams of my bikini-clad mother, whereupon I was scooped up and deposited, hysterical with terror, back onto the sandy beach. Dad's moral of the story was that if Mum hadn't made such a fuss, I would have had a bright future as an Olympic swimmer, and not be piddling about with rubber rings and armbands, too nervous to abandon flotation devices for several years thereafter. There's a lot of my childhood in this event. Dad determined that I run before I could crawl, Mum on a distant shoreline, a helpless spectator to machismo, my disappointing failure to exhibit literal buoyancy in the face of a challenge, relying on strangers to provide rescue, because my own parents, though well-intentioned, had no fucking idea how to bring me up or keep me safe. Also glamour and drama, the sun-speckled splendour of the Med, the peacocking display as Dad fended off a beating from the men, the damsel in distress, Mum, not me, and how reckless behaviour provides excellent material for a colourful story. Dad's mantra when discussing my upbringing was, "I always treated you like an adult," implying he didn't patronise me and had faith in my abilities. Mum's tactic was to praise me for being impressively grown up and capable, which was encouraging, but also allowed her to abandon any maternal responsibility, since I seemed to be doing so well on my own. My own guide to life became, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," another cliché that can be interpreted in two ways. Picking yourself up from a pounding and getting back on your feet brings resilience. But it's also true that terrible experiences cause damage, and then you're saddled with the fallout, having to try to fix what should never have happened. Still, a smooth road to easy success makes for a dull story, so I hope that mine will at least be entertaining to read. I never intended to be in a band. I didn't grow up having music lessons or enjoying rousing sing-songs around the piano. I didn't get taken to concerts or even listen to anything but background music with my family. As a kid, films, books, drawings and gymnastics vied equally for my attention. It wasn't until I reached adolescence, when I needed more than childish distractions and fantasy to provide solace and escape, that I really got sucked in. Music gave me hope and distraction, rhythm and noise that could change or enhance my mood, lyrics that provided reassurance that someone out there understood me or that there were other, better ways to feel. The players, real people, not just fictional characters, embodied possibilities, alluring, confident women I dreamed of becoming, sensitive, artistic men I might one day love and be loved by, exciting and interesting performers who could end up becoming my friends. And if their backstories were sad or tough, they offered hope that I too might escape whatever crap I was stuck in and one day be lauded and adored. When I started going to gigs, I'd immerse myself in the crowd, roiling among the sweaty bodies and thrown around to the songs. Though the mosh pit would often become violent, I felt numb to the blows and would be surprised by the bruises that would emerge the following day, covering my arms in a polka dot of purple. This, too, feels like an apt metaphor. It was the ultimate high to be subsumed, a part of something bigger and enveloping. And if it was this wonderful to be the listener, the audience, imagine how amazing it might be to be the instigator, to have the gift and the power of creating that magic yourself. The miracle of music, of all creativity, is making something from nothing. Stringing notes together, adding depth with lyrics, breathing life into a song by playing it with a band.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?